Dave Hitt. He is a Vietnam veteran, a Purple Heart winner. He's from Jackson. We're going to talk about their VFW, their American Legion, their Memorial Day service, and the ribbon cutting. That's a lot. Hi, Dave.
Hi, Fawn. How are you this morning?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Good.
Has anybody ever told you welcome home?
I have had other Vietnam veterans tell me that.
Yeah, well, welcome home, because people should have said that to you when you came home from Vietnam. All right.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. So we are doing a lot of stuff here. So the Jackson VFW post is having a memorial service, right?
Yes. Brookside Park Memorial. Brookside was purchased by the city in the 1980s. I was the president of the park board, and we came up with the idea, and we bought the property. And I finished my third term and came off the park board, and Steve Pope, who became the president, they're the ones that came up with the Brookside Park Memorial, and that's the wall that has all the thousands of names on it, from the Revolutionary War up through the War on Terrorism.
Mm-hmm.
And some time later, and I don't know exactly when it was, I would say probably 1995 or so, the VFW started putting flags around the memorial, and these flags were veterans' burial flags. In other words, if a veteran died, the federal government gives a flag to the widow or the family,
right?
And they, in turn, asked the VFW if they would fly this flag in honor of their loved one.
That's nice.
And that's how it all got started. Now there's about 188, I believe, flags. We no longer use the burial flag. The burial flag was cotton and very large, and it just didn't hold up well in the wind and the weather and the rain and stuff like that. Now we use a nylon flag, 5x8 nylon flag.
Which is what most of us use in front of our houses on our flagpoles, and they last through the weather and stuff. But we got to get to the services and stuff, or we're not going to get this all in. So the memorial service is being held, you said, on the 21st?
Yes, at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
At the entrance to, there'll be a table and stuff set up that they'll see at Brookside Park parking lot.
Okay. Who's supposed to come to this? Anybody and everybody?
Anybody and everybody. Yeah. You don't have to be a veteran. You don't have to have a flag flying for a loved one.
So the public, the public can come.
That's exactly right.
Okay, so how are we going to honor the local veterans? I know their names are on what you described, the memorial, but you've added a few, haven't you?
I'm sorry, say it again.
You've added a few, have you not? A few names?
Oh yeah. And to be honest with you, I don't have a count, but we're still adding names. We'll add anybody's name that's a veteran.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you it's 4. I can tell you it's 4 because I have it right in front of me in a news release. So 4 names sounds like a lot to me to be just from this area. You know what I mean? That just seems like a huge loss for our area.
Well, not really.
Dave. I swear, this interview just kind of went off the rails. All right, so just come to the memorial. We've got a ribbon cutting. What are we cutting the ribbon for? The memorial itself?
Yes, and we're adding 4 more, and we got lights put on the trail so that we can leave the flags up for an extended period of time. The flag code says you cannot have a flag up in the dark.
Right.
We now have lights, and the flags will be up for like 3 days at a time.
Awesome.
So it'll be a very, very moving scene to see these American flags flying in the nighttime.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I'm anxious to see that.
Yeah, me too. I've got a flag with a light on it at my house, and somebody keeps stealing my light because, people. Anyway, but how was this funded? Did the VFW do it, the American Legion, or was it everybody?
The lights were funded by the city.
Okay.
The VFW went to the city and asked them to do this. The city came out, looked at it, and said, yes, we'll do it. The city has expended probably $20,000 plus labor to put all these lights up along the walkway. Mm-hmm. And it's cool. It's really a cool scene at nighttime.
I'd rather spend $20,000 putting up some beautiful lights on flags for people who served our country than a picture of people who aren't serving well in other offices. So I think this is a great investment. So what's going to happen at the ceremony? I know you're going to honor veterans, right?
Right. We'll have a ribbon cutting. The mayor is scheduled to be there and say some words, and we'll answer anybody's question.
Sure
we'll have refreshments.
There's going to be taps, though, right? Because that one rips my heart out every time I hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll play taps. They're going to recognize people who made that lighting project possible, too, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the ribbon cutting for the new lights is important because, the city ponied up and put these lights on these flags so that people don't have to take them down every single night. What a pain in the rear end, to put them up, take them down, put them up, take them down. Now you can just leave them up. That's amazing.
Well, there's 188 flags.
That's a lot.
And these flags are on a PVC pipe with a metal post inside that PVC pipe, and they're heavy.
Yeah.
And they have to be because of the wind, and it is quite a challenge to take 188 of them down and roll them up and put them away the same day that you put them up, or put them out, I should say.
That's true. You're not wrong. All right, so the ceremony guests are invited to stay afterwards. You're going to have some hot dogs and drinks for everybody while they walk through the memorial?
Yes.
Okay. So veterans are going to be there to answer questions about the memorial, and we're talking Dave's from Vietnam. There'll be Afghanistan, Iraqi war veterans, all of whom are heroes, and we should be grateful to them. So I hope you have a lot of people show up because this is a big deal.
I hope so, too.
Yeah. All right. Tell them the when and where, if you would, Dave.
Okay. It's at Brookside Park this Thursday, the 21st, at 2 p.m. is starting time.
Okay.
And it's in the parking lot area of Brookside Park.
Okay. I'm looking for an immediate address for that, but I'm not seeing it. Do you know what the physical address is? Somebody just asked. They don't know what Brookside Park is.
I go there so often, I don't know.
Okay. Well, let me look it up.
It's just right off of Highway 61 North.
Okay. Brookside Park, Jackson. All right. Let's see. It was dedicated in 1994. It is... Oh, it's giving me a map, but not a physical address. Isn't that cute? All right, there we go. 210 Veterans Memorial Drive. 210 Veterans Memorial Drive. That's how you can find it if you want to put it in your navigation so you can go there, because some of us have never been there. Dave?
Oh, really?
Yeah, if we want to go. I don't go to Jackson very often at all, but I love Jackson. I drive through, but I don't stop and, look at stuff like I should. Some of us are super crazy busy, and we're trying to fly from point A to point B because C is waiting. So the physical address will help people with their navigation system so they can get there on time and enjoy the entire ceremony. Dave Hitt, Thank you for your service. Vietnam vet, Purple Heart winner. He is with the Jackson VFW, the American Legion. They'll have a ribbon cutting for the lights that have been donated by the city of Jackson around the Brookside Park Memorial. Thank you, Dave.
Okay, thank you, Vance.
Bye-bye.